Alrighty folks, I want to welcome you back to another video from Yates Computers Tips and Reviews. Yeah, office is a little mess right now, got a lot of little things going on, but for this video, wanted to do an unboxing of an item I actually need to continue with my YouTube and my other trainings and other things that I wanted to do. It's actually a little capture device. So, I know in the old days, when I had it, it was only a capture card is pretty much the only thing I could put into my computer, into the computer slot. Nowadays, a lot of technologies have changed. A lot of things are more interesting, and I thought, well, let's try this external. I know a lot of people use the externals for a lot of different things, depending on what you're doing. Gaming wise and other things like that, a lot of people use the external one because it doesn't use so many of your resources of your computer for when you're doing gaming. So I kind of thought that was interesting. I don't really need to worry about it for what I'm doing. But for this video, I wanted to do a simple unboxing because if this actually works out well for me and suits my needs, then I will be doing videos using this. So that way you can actually see the screens of everything, because I have a hard time using the camera on a screen. Everybody knows it doesn't really work. You have to have special screens and different things to actually see the monitor screen. The laptop screens seem to be working. But for this, I wanted to do a simple little unboxing to show people what is actually in here and what the actual size really is nowadays. When you open it up, that's the actual capture device now. That's it. Basically, a small little enclosure, small little hard drive enclosure, compared to the old-fashioned mechanical drive, just so you can tell size-wise what the difference really is on how small technology has gotten. So that was really kind of one of the really interesting things that I thought of showing, because I remember when the first devices came out to capture videos, to burn them on DVDs, they were big standalone devices, like the computer size or a little smaller. I have one to capture videos from, RCA lines and stuff like that. It's a bigger device. It doesn't do 4K. It doesn't do a lot of high resolutions. It doesn't do a lot of things like that. So I thought that was really kind of interesting to see how the tech has advanced so much and how things are so much different and how they've gotten smaller and what is actually involved. So on the side, you have your HDMI in and out. On the other side, you have your USB 3.0, your headphone, and your microphone input. So that way, when you capture the video, I guess you could capture your audio of me speaking and explaining what's going on. You hook a mic in through here. Or I imagine you could probably do the mic in through your computer. I'll have to figure all that out. But to me, this is something new, because I don't really capture. I know if you have a newer computer also in Windows 10, there is a way through the Microsoft software that's in there, you can actually capture video. So I'll have to check that out with the laptop I got, to see if that's capable, if that will do that, and do a comparison against this device and that. But that'll be upcoming future. So I really just wanted to do kind of an unboxing, because maybe you're interested in capturing something for some reason. Maybe you're interested in coming into the YouTube field or into any kind of field. Maybe even nowadays, because everything's gone online. Churches, services, all kinds of things have gone online, where maybe you just want to capture video of something going on where you're capturing it in a computer or wherever you're doing, or you may want to try to use something like this. So it's just kind of a different option that's out there. I'm sure there's different variables of these nowadays, not just an HDMI input-output capture. So I kind of thought, well, that's kind of interesting because, again, maybe someone will see this video down the line and go, hey, that's kind of weird that they had this device, but they didn't have that, and come out with the greatest thing that has ever been known because they see a video like this mentioning a device that was old or current, but nobody actually thought of, if I've only done this, it would make a device that would be so great. So I mentioned that on a couple other videos, that little spark of interest. So that's another factor, is the spark of interest. Maybe someone will come out with the device that will be half this size. All you have to do is put all your inputs down that side, inputs, outputs, and maybe it'll be half that size in the future. Look at M.2 cards, hard drives. I just showed you the old one compared to what they are nowadays. You just never know where the technology is going to be, so I thought that was interesting. So let me follow up with what else comes in the box. There's a little styrofoam to protect it. You have your USB cable, and you have, it looks like an HDMI cable. So you can actually hook it up and do whatever recording you need to. So I thought that was interesting for an unboxing. Some of the little factors that I wanted to bring up. So I will have to do some testing with this and figure out how this is actually used, how to actually configure it, and all of those type of things. And then once I do that, I can link on another video or have a separate video of that, so that if anybody might be interested or might be curious on what's going on. Nowadays, other factor that I always think of is people get videos sent to them by phone or whatever. Maybe you need to capture them because you can't download them because certain copyrights, certain things. You know, these things can be used for multiple factors. Legality, you got to be careful on. You got to watch the laws, the rules, and all of those things still. That's always been one of the things ever since they've had TV capture cards and all of those type of things. You've always had the little bit of legality stuff. So I wanted to put that warning out. So I think that'll wrap that up for a simple unboxing because there's not a whole lot in there. Don't want to go on too long about a lot of things, but I thought it was really an interesting device. Wanted to let everybody really see one because, again, this is one of those things I don't really see a lot of people showing and talking about. Either it's just not in the area I'm looking at, maybe it's under a different technology, maybe it's under some other category, but for the category I'm under, I kind of thought this was kind of important to talk about. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I know it's really short, but you know, I don't do too many really short ones. So I'll wrap this one up. Make sure everybody hits the subscribe, the bell, and everybody leave your comments. Let me know if you think there's something better out there other than just an HDMI capture card. You know, I'll look at it. Maybe end up doing an unboxing and a review on that, because anything that comes in this way that can actually help me build my channel, make my channel look better, I'm interested in right now looking at. So, thank you. Let me know. Hit the bell. Hit subscribe.